Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm actually going to do a video about Long Island Audit, and I haven't done a video on him yet. I have had some requests to do one, and I think I was so reluctant and procrastinated on it because, man, his voice just annoys me so bad. Like, his voice is like nails on a chalkboard for me. Like, so is Chili's and definitely Ask Elmo's, but there's just something about Sean that makes me want to punch something really, really hard. So I found a video, I toughed through it, and now I'm going to tough through it again so that I can review it so that you don't have to sit through the whole video and suffer. I hope you enjoy the video.
Island Audit here, back again with another video. Today we're at the Baltimore County Government Building here in Towson, Maryland. We are here today, as always, to peacefully exercise our First Amendment right to film in public and publicly accessible areas, to promote transparency and accountability within our government, and to ensure that our public servants respect our rights and treat us with respect. Let's get into it.
Press.
Hi. Yes. Yeah, somebody called. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. So over here we have our, even before I can turn on my camera, the security guards came right up to me because I was in the building across the street. So security guards came right up to me, asking if I was part of the press. I had to go through a metal detector over here. Let's check out all these offices. Office of Community Engagement over here.
So in other words, that means you went ahead and turned off your camera just so you could go through the metal detector and security so that they wouldn't tell you that you couldn't record right then and there, which is typical. You know, you said that they saw you across the street, so they came running over to you asking if you were the press. I seriously doubt that. Nobody ever asks if you guys are the press. You guys are the ones that say, I'm press, I'm a journalist. You're not a journalist. You have no story. No story has ever come out. You're just liars. So that you can go into a building and harass and provoke and belittle people who actually do have jobs. It's sad. And he wants to talk about respect. You walk into these places expecting full respect for yourself, but never having the intentions of respecting anybody you come in contact with.
Walk inside my office and record. You record it all day all you want.
I could for sure go into publicly accessible areas, sir. For sure.
Say it again?
I said I can for sure go into publicly accessible areas, sir.
That's not a publicly accessible area. You have to have a reason to anyway.
They're not shut.
I'm not shut it for you. Just so you won't get no trouble. Do your thing, though.
Shut whatever you need to. Is there a reason you're following me around? Is there a reason?
Keep doing what you're doing.
Oh, okay.
Come on, keep going.
Yeah. Just back up a little bit. You're a little too close.
No.
You're a little too close.
You too close to the camera.
Oh, yeah, that's why you come up to me. It's going to get the camera on you. Stop, man. You're too close to me.
You said you're doing the public thing.
Yeah, but you're too close to me, man.
So let me ask you, it's making people suspicious, so let me ask you, why are you filming? I'm asking you properly, not getting loud.
I don't want to get loud with you either, sir.
Okay.
Who are you first?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Just asking.
It doesn't matter? Okay.
So we don't call the radio, let's get the radio and call the police officer.
Just call patrol.
And just tell me that suspicious guy over here.
Why are you locking the door?
He's being so combative. He just trying to...
How am I being combative?
Yeah, he does.
Who are you?
I'm with the police department. My name is Detective Brown. How are you?
Detective Brown?
Yes.
Yeah. Are you on duty, Detective Brown?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
So he's going to ask you about some questions, but he's not going to answer yours.
No, you didn't answer my questions either.
So what can I do for you?
I don't need any help, Detective. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Can I ask a question?
You can ask whatever you'd like, yeah.
I'm just checking to see why you're doing this. Did somebody do something to you?
Did somebody do something to me? No.
Yeah.
No one did anything to me.
Okay. Do you have any other business here today?
I don't want to answer any questions, Detective.
Okay. All right, so what they're going to do, they're going to have a patrol to come out here and talk to you. Sir, you need to get in?
Yeah.
See, they're locked.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it.
They're locking services here.
He's going into the other side.
For no reason.
Just keep your door locked. Okay. All right. So let me put my stuff up. I come down.
Sean, so where you're at right now, it is considered a non-public forum. I'm pretty sure you already know all of the forums as far as public forums and non-public forums and limited and all of that stuff. The problem is you don't care. But in case you don't know, a non-public forum is not specifically designed as open to public expression. For example, jails, public schools, military bases, and non-public forums. Such forums can be restricted based on the content of the speech, but not based on viewpoint. Is a courthouse a non-public forum? Courthouse is not a public forum, as summarized in the discussion below, which, yeah, that's basically what I just showed you. A non-public forum, courtrooms and courthouses are not considered traditional public forums. The courthouse sidewalk as a public forum and areas around courthouses may be public forums. So, yes, whereas the sidewalk walking up to a post office is not considered a public forum or a traditionally public forum, the walkway around and up to a courthouse may be considered public forums. It is how they set that up. Is a government building a public forum? Public forums are publicly owned and open to the general public. Examples are municipal sidewalks, streets, and parks. Non-public forums include government property that has not traditionally been open to the public. Examples including schools, prisons, and the inside of government buildings. Inside of government buildings. There's your words for the day. I want you to learn what the forums are and what inside a government building means, because none of you seem to understand the fact that when they tell you to stop recording, that regulation is in place for a reason. When you go into a courthouse, you are walking amongst people, a lot of people who are victims. There may be people in there that are part of the, or what is that called? The relocation program, like where you have to change your identity and stuff like that. You know, there may be somebody that they're in that, and then you've uploaded their face to YouTube, and the person who's after them sees them and can pinpoint exactly where they are or what town they're in, and you just put that person's life in danger. But you people don't think of that because you only care about yourselves. One more quick thing. Security can follow you anywhere you go in a government building. They're doing their job. That's what they're there for. You're walking around looking the way you do, clearly unemployed because you're there in the middle of the day when you should be at work doing an actual job instead of walking around harassing society. They have that right. You give them a reason to pinpoint you as a suspicious person because of the way you behave and the things that you do and the things that you say. You're sitting there talking about respect. The security guard tried to respect you, but you kind of opened your mouth and ruined it. Again, it just goes back to they will respect you, but you never have the intent to respect anybody you come in contact to prior to walking into the building.
Just watch them. All right?
Just watching.
Don't worry. Don't get combative with him. Okay? Because he's recording.
Observe and report. Yeah, because if I wasn't, then you can get combative, right? Come on.
Just leave it right here.
If I wasn't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 over a camera.
Doing our job, sir.
What's your job? I'm curious. What's your job?
Don't talk to me.
Your job is to observe and report any suspicious activity or anything that, you know.
He's reporting.
You're reporting?
You reporting. Yes, sir. You reporting.
Okay.
Stop saying something.
Gotcha.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
I'm doing okay.
Are you with the press?
I'm an independent journalist, yeah. What's your name?
My name's Dory.
My name's Sean. Nice to meet you, Dory.
Hi, Sean. Nice to meet you.
Yeah. I'm independent, meaning I report for myself.
Okay. Do you have a website or?
Oh, yeah, I do. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What is it? Where do you publish?
No, I can't release that information because it might compromise my story I'm working on here in the county building. So I can't.
What's the story?
I can't go into any details because it might compromise my story, man.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you work here in what capacity?
I'm the chief of staff to the county executive.
Chief of staff, county executive. Cool. And you, sir? I don't need any help. I mean, I don't need any help. I was just talking to the security guards here. They seem to be concerned about a camera. I told them there's a lot of cameras in here.
There are a lot of cameras.
Yeah.
It's not every day that somebody comes in.
And to be fair, I did go through a metal detector, so I don't have any weapons on me. So
yeah, it's just unusual that somebody comes into the county building.
An independent journalist without
wanting to share what they're doing here.
Oh yeah, because it's I told you I work for myself. I told you that. I told you my name is Sean. No, I can't give you any identifying information like that because it might compromise my story. It's investigative journalism.
Sure.
Investigative journalism.
Sure.
Yeah. So, and your name was, sir?
I'm Sean.
Sean? Sean.
How do you spell it?
S-E-A-N.
The right way.
The right way. There you go.
Do you have questions about the building?
I don't have any questions at this time.
Okay.
Thank you, though. I really appreciate that. Yeah. So.
My name is Officer Washington. I body cam on being recorded, okay?
Yeah, why you got your gloves on for?
Who's in charge here?
Yeah, that's concerning. Well, you don't need gloves. You're not going to touch anybody today. You don't need your gloves on.
I just like to put my gloves on.
Okay. Hi, sir. Can I get your name and badge number, please?
Doorflare 5736.
Thank you. Can I get your name and badge number, sir, please? Right here? Is it R-I-G-H-T or I-T-E?
Right there.
Oh, I thought your name was right there.
Hey, so she's telling you to leave.
Who's in charge of this building? She's not in charge of the building.
She's a representative.
This is the chief of staff.
She's in charge of security for the building.
So this is a public building. Can I speak to a supervisor? No, I'm saying, can I speak to your supervisor?
He's walking out right now.
Oh, your supervisor's walking in? Sure. Let me go speak to him.
Well, it did not take Sean long to go full Karen, did he? Like, I went to talk to your supervisor. He's so mad. Like, these security guards were doing their job. Their job is to observe and report. They did that. They observed an unemployable criminal moron, and they reported you. So they did their job. They did a good job at their job. It's so disgusting when they sit there and say, I'm an independent journalist and I'm working on a story. And no, I can't tell you anything about the story because it'll ruin the story. There's no story. That story never existed. The only story there is a moron is in there trying to purposely upset people so that he can give entertainment to other people on YouTube and gain money for it. And that's all it is. You're a public nuisance for money. You just happen to have a criminal record attached to your name, which makes it even worse. But that takes me to my next point is it's not about the camera. When we first see you, it's about the moron behind the camera, the one that's on the other side of the camera. We don't know if you're mentally stable or if your intentions are to inflict harm on people. So you're observing the surroundings to see where you could place something to intentionally hurt people. We don't know that. So when you walk around with a camera and talk to everybody like they're nothing and you're condescending and rude and disrespectful and just a douche, then it is concerning. You yourself purposely make yourself look suspicious. And you do it for the attention, because without the attention, your video sucks. And yeah, let's face it. Let the woman put on her gloves. Nobody wants to really touch you, Sean. Let her put on her gloves, because if she does have to touch you, there's a reason she wanted to put gloves on. But other than that, nobody wants to willingly touch you. Ugh.
If you don't leave visually recorded.
Okay, you are too. So all your 5 officers here, they're trying to kick me out of a public building. I'm not breaking any laws.
If the security asks you to leave, you have to leave.
I'm not breaking any laws, sir.
That has nothing to do with nothing.
It does have something to do with
No, you can.
I'm conducting business
That's your
here.
options here.
And you're a sergeant, and your name is?
Robinson.
Robinson? So you're saying that if I don't leave the building?
If they want you to leave, and you refuse to leave, you'll be arrested for trespassing.
In a public building. In a public building that I have access to. I have business to conduct here. So you're denying services to me. Is that what you're saying, Sergeant?
I'm not denying anything. They want you to leave. You have to leave.
But what law are you enforcing?
Trespassing.
Can I get everybody's names first? And then I need to know who's violating my rights here. Sorry.
It'll be me. I'm Sergeant Robinson.
No, I want to get everybody's name, if that's okay with you, Sergeant.
I'm Robinson, Banks, Dorfler, Beckett, Walsh, Onyeka. Walsh.
Why does it say? It says Kohler.
Kohler, Walsh, my ID number is the same.
Okay.
5974.
Okay, great. So, under threat of arrest, I'm going to leave the building. You're saying you're going to arrest me, Sergeant, if I don't leave the building?
For trespassing, yes.
Okay, in a public building. Okay, no problem. You're making a big mistake here. Big mistake. You guys think you're so tough, huh? Kicking a journalist out of a building under threat of arrest. Yeah, I know. Go ahead, sir. I'll hold the door open for you.
Thank you, sir.
Apparently, if you have a camera, you can't come into a building. Sir, can I speak to you?
What are you still doing? Why are you still?
Baltimore County Police removing a journalist from a building for peacefully exercising his constitutional rights. Look at him.
Boss, the building and the grounds too.
The grounds? You'll arrest me from the grounds here?
Grounds is the same thing, boss.
Okay. Wow, you see that? But you see what we just did? Under threat of arrest. Under threat of arrest, they were about to arrest me. The sergeant, he dug himself into a big hole over there. Chief of staff should have de-escalated that situation. There's no way private security is in charge of this building here. There's no way. No way. Tyrants. See the female officer? Tyrant. She's a tyrant. She comes in with her gloves on. I guess I have nothing better to do than to violate the rights of an independent journalist here in Baltimore County. Nothing better to do. Look what it says there on their car. Integrity, fairness, and service. We have all their names. Sergeant co-signed everything. They have no idea what they just did. None. Baltimore County. They have no idea. We the people are not going to let this stand. We're not. So now we have standing. We're going to wait here for them to come back to their cars and ask them why they are such tyrants. We have all of their names and badge numbers. Look at them. They feel so proud of themselves. Look at them. They're so happy with themselves. You guys are gonna think it's real funny soon. Look at them. You guys are gonna be laughing real soon. Ha ha, right? Ha ha, funny. You guys feel proud of yourself protecting and serving the community? Violating a man's rights? How about you? You feel proud of yourself for your actions here? You feel proud of yourself? How about you? You feel proud of yourself for what you did here today, violating a man's rights?
I feel proud of myself every day.
You feel proud of yourself, Sergeant?
I feel proud of myself every day.
You're a tyrant, Sergeant. You know that? You're a tyrant.
That is your.
You're a tyrant.
That's your opinion.
You're a tyrant.
You can stay down here on the
You're a
sidewalk
tyrant.
as much as you like.
Can go. You can go, Sergeant.
I'm
You
just
can go.
explaining things to you.
You can go, Sergeant.
I'm just trying to explain it to you.
You can go. Bye.
You can stay here on the
You can
sidewalk.
go, Sergeant.
You can stay on the
You
sidewalk.
can go,
Do not
Sergeant.
Go up there.
You can go, Sergeant. Am I permanently banned from a public building?
Yeah, that's what there is.
Permanently banned. Okay, so I
At
can't.
least a year. At least a year.
Oh, at least
if
a
you
year.
want to call and protest it with them, you can. That's
No. Your name will be on the civil rights lawsuit. Don't worry about it, because you're the one who threatened the arrest.
Okay.
And look at the example you're setting here for the rest of your officers here. You guys are mini tyrants in the making. Is that what you guys are? Tyrants? Is that what you are, tyrant? You're a tyrant, aren't you?
Whatever you want me to be.
Yeah, I know.
Don't step up on me. Don't.
What are you going to do?
Don't step up.
What are you going to do?
Do you want to get arrested?
What are you going to
You
do?
want to get arrested?
You do what you need to do.
No, I'm asking you.
You do what you need to do. Do what you need to do. Whatever makes you feel like you're a man. How about that? Tyrant.
If you feel like
Tyrant.
you see your time, bud.
Tyrant. Tyrant.
Oh, you hurt my feelings.
Tyrant. Yeah, I know. You want to get arrested today? Oh, man. Bunch of tyrants. Look at them. Look, they came in full force here. Look at them. Look at all of them. You're a tyrant too, huh?
Have a nice day.
Yeah, have a nice day after you just violated my rights, right? Yeah, I know. Have a nice day after they just violated our rights. All right, guys, listen. There's nothing we could do. I'm not gonna, those guys, once my camera goes off and their cameras go off, you saw those tyrants. I have been doing this long enough. Those officers were complete and utter thugs and tyrants. All of our cameras go off, they're gonna hurt me. They're gonna hurt me. And they think that I'm here out alone by myself, poor me, I'm by myself. Every time I come out here, I know I'm out here with 350,000 we the people strong. I've been banned from a year from the Baltimore County Courthouse here. A year. If I had business here, if I want to do a FOIL request, a PIA request, Public Information Act request, here as they call it in Maryland, I can't do it. Rights are violated. We're going to follow.
Oh, Sean, you sad, pathetic little child. You can be trespassed. You can be refused service from any public or private area or building. Not only can they refuse you service, they can tell you to leave. They can then trespass you if you don't leave. If you still stay or you return after they've already trespassed you, it's then criminally trespassed. You know that. That's why you left. You didn't want to get arrested because you're already spending more time in court than you are in your own home these days. So you knew better than to hang around and argue. So instead you go out and you hang around on the sidewalk and argue with them. And that's when the whole tough boy thing came out. Like, all they did was kick an uneducated douche out of the building. They didn't kick a journalist out. They kicked an uneducated douche right on out. And guess what you did? You went right on out, which was pretty smart on your part. They did nothing wrong. Nothing. They weren't. And how do you know if they were standing out there even talking and laughing about you? You are not that relevant or special. Who knows what they were talking and laughing about? You automatically assume it was about you. Once they kicked you out, they were done. They did their job. They didn't need to stand around outside and huddle and talk about you. Because again, you're not that relevant and you're not special in any way. You are, however, very self-involved and conceited and full of yourself. And those are 3 important things that you have to be a frauditor anyways. And, well, you have that down packed pretty perfectly. And I just love how you guys throw around that word tyrant so much when you prove every time you use it that you don't understand the actual meaning to it. You just throw that word around and call people a tyrant because you're not getting your way. And that's the simple truth of it. A tyrant, in the modern English usage of the word, is an absolute ruler who is unrestrained by law or one who has usurped a legitimate ruler's sovereignty. Often portrayed as cruel, tyrants may defend their positions by resorting to repressive means. Here's a couple examples of a tyrant. Queen Mary, Mary Tudor. Sad, but I am blood related to Mary Tudor. So I was kind of shocked when I saw that. Stalin, Hitler, Nicolae Ceausescu. He was the Romanian president during their last communist years, where the people of Romania had enough, as well as the military, and they stood up against him, and, well, they took him down. These are real tyrants. Nicolae Ceausescu actually wanted to create his own army. So what did he do? He made a rule where everybody had to have a certain amount of children. Okay. And he did have what was called sex police, where they went in and made sure that husband and wife were actually having intercourse, so that they knew that they weren't just saying, oh yeah, we're doing this, but we're, for some reason I can't get pregnant. Unfortunately, all of those children created during the Ceausescu time frame ended up in orphanages. And there were hundreds of thousands of these children. This is a tyrant. Look him up. It's an interesting read. I know about him because I lived in Romania for a while, learned all of that stuff. That is a real tyrant, not a police officer who tells you that you can't be there doing this because this building has rules and regulations and policies that, yes, you have to follow. The ignorance with frauditors. Okay, so yeah, that's my video with Long Island Audit. It's just so sad how dumb he is. Like, the fact that he sits there and whines about that he's banned for a year or trespassed for a year, and goes on whining. Well, how am I gonna do a FOIA request? How am I gonna do a records request? Online, dummy. Like the rest of America, we do our stuff online now because we don't feel the need to go in person and harass everybody that's working. Just because you don't have a job doesn't mean you have to go in and harass people that do have a job. It's and the way he tells that cop, you can leave, you can go. Well, if he can go, he's free to stay. Like, you want to turn it around, go ahead. Let's use their words against them as well. He's as ignorant as any other frauditor. And of course, he's going to run the minute the police say they're going to arrest him because, like I said, he spends more time in court these days than he does in his own house. So, yeah, he has enough legal issues that he's dealing with. I don't think he wants to pile on anymore. And, yeah, I mean, if you want more done of Long Island Audit, I don't mind it. It's cringy to watch his videos, but for you guys, I'll do it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Apologize, still fighting this head cold, but I wanted to get this video out for you guys today. So thank you. Take care. Be safe. Love you. See you in the next one. Bye.